Hellions and Beyonders, good day. I hope everybody has adjusted their clocks to account for daylight savings time if it is applicable where you live. It is Sunday. The lens of the camera I can tell is dirty. I apologize. The pieces are dry. So with just one coat of paint, I'm just going to put them on here because I don't want to have to wait for them to dry again. So pieces going on today. Printer getting attached today. One of the nice things about the compressor being in there though is that it also helps to heat the back of the van. So, oh, excuse me, the back of the bus. All right, so these are all dry. I'm going to take the screws out of them and we're going to attach them, and it'll only have a minimal paint, or it should only have minimal paint touch up after these are installed. So I'm gonna grab all these and bring them into the bus. It's like wood wind chimes. Wow, I need better light in here. Can't see. Well, I am going to need to touch up the piece more than I thought. My goal was to paint it so that I don't have to worry about accidentally painting the green. But, you know, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be all right. We'll just do a slight touch up and not get too close to the green. So the next one, well, I got to test fit both of these without getting debris in my coffee. Staples were a little bit too long. I knew that they were going to be long enough. I didn't think they were going to be too long. So of course, I wasn't thinking this out until I got to the last one right here. It's like, oh, let me take it in at an angle. And of course that worked perfectly fine. So I have a couple of the things to trim off of here. And then, yeah, we'll have to touch that up a little bit. But all three of them are on, so that's great. And the only reason why I put this border around here is just so that it looks uniform. So the under cabinet lighting will recess like right above this, so you won't be able to see it too much. I mean, unless you get down here, and then you'd be able to see it. But there's not too many short people because I'm already pretty short. There's not too many shorter people than me. There we go. That's what I meant to say. All right. The first thing that I'm doing is I'm taking these Velcro strips that I got from Temu, along with the metal pieces that it came with, and I am screwing it into the back right here. So this does two things. It anchors it, and it also pinches this in between it. So I will go one step further and I will staple this where the Velcro attaches to the other side. But essentially this will go up and around the printer. I will do the same thing up here, and then these will double back and tighten and go up over the printer. So that's what's going to hold that in. So I have measured the printer, and my next one should be 11 inches on center. So center it 11 inches there, and then my next one is going to be right there. All these parts, and I'm out of washers. I have to go to the hardware store and I have to get some more washers. I will probably go to, oh, I don't know. I was going to say that I was going to go to Lowe's, but I don't think that they have metric washers in big packs, because it would be nice to actually get like a bunch of washers and stock up on them as well. And there is a difference between metric washers and standard washers. Not much, but there is some. So, okay, to the hardware store we go. I just don't know which one I'm going to. Well, apparently I chose Lowe's. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure they're not going to have them, but if they do have them, then they are cheaper in a pack than getting them individually at Ace Hardware. But Ace Hardware probably has them. You guys know that this is my constant struggle. I'm impressed. The whole drawer was stocked. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So I got my parts and I'm out of here, but wait. I will bet you that all their Christmas stuff is up already. gosh. Oh my gosh. It has happened in here. Christmas has exploded like hardcore. Wow. All right, so I posted a poll the other day asking you guys, when does Christmas start? Does it start after Halloween or after American Thanksgiving? So if you guys find that poll, take it and let me know. Oh, but wait. There's more. Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. All right, so there we go. Printer is 100% stabilized. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Go like this, go doot like this. Pull tight, up and around, and we are strapped and we are good. Not moving. And again, I'm not sure if I did this for you guys or if I did it for Snapchat earlier. This comes up, this goes down, paper tray comes out, print, 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 done. Pull the paper, there, and there. All good. And we're plugged in the back. Just need a laptop here to plug this in. Not dealing with laptop stuff today. Right now I'm going to touch this up and touch up the little dings up here, and we will be all good, and we will be moving on to that stuff down there. Well, it's getting dark. This is a piece of plywood. This plywood right here needs to get cut. I don't know how I'm going to cut this yet because I haven't figured out what I'm doing in the back of here yet. However, I have started in the back. Whoa, hello. There's another piece of plywood. So this is plywood that I cut as a mirror image when I cut this one over here, because I knew the template that I had to use for the wheel well was a major pain to figure that out. So I have already started to take the electrical wire down to where I think I'm going to need it down below, although I don't know exactly at this time. But I'm going to use some of the old wire, the plastic wire loom that I saved when I pulled some of the wires out of the back. We're going to reuse some of this so that I'm not wasting virgin material. Wow, there's a lot here. Wonder if I can find a smaller section. Wow, holy cow. That's a nice section. Can I find one the same diameter but smaller? Maybe. What's this? Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's exactly what I need. That's awesome. Nice. One of the first steps, and I'm so glad that I did this, after I moved this away from the wall, this was stuck in here, and I totally forgot about that. This is the correct spacing to help support the board between here and there. So there's a gap here. So now that I've saved this, I'm starting to attach it. So we're attaching it here, 3 points. I've already tightened these. And then I remember what I did before on the other one is I went and put some whiteout on the tips of these screws, put the board into place, pressed it against it, pulled it back, and then I drilled out just a little bit in the back to accommodate for this for the spacing of the head of the bolt. So that's number one. Number two is, oh, maybe I don't need to do it because this doesn't even hit it. It does hit it. So right in here, it hits. So I have actually made a template here of a piece that I'm going to cut out. And you can always cut more. You can never, well, really put back. It's harder to put it back. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to just go a little bit there. So I'll just cut off a little bit and I'll see how it fits. So that's an adjustment that needs to be made up there in the very corner, the very, very, very corner. It's rounded up here. So I need to round the top of it to get this to recess properly. So that's where I'm at with this. Oh yeah, and you guys didn't see it. So I've got the electrical line ran all the way back here through the chassis right here. And it's down here. I don't know if the box, if I'm going to be putting it down below this beam or above this beam. I don't know at this time. I want to have a deep cycle battery here. I'm going to have the power inverter here. So I really, really don't know. And then back here, I will probably have a couple lines coming up through the bottom that will go directly to the battery, unless I decide to run them on the inside back behind all this stuff right here. So I actually have space back here. I could do that. I don't know yet. Don't know yet. The way that I build things, I just build it and have a plan in my head and then just try to execute it. And if something doesn't work, then we figure out how to make it work. It's just how I've always done things. All right, figuring out the problem and fixing it and moving on. So one more hole to drill over here and another set of bolts. I've only got one more long bolt. Normally I would have put two in there, but unlike over here, this one here is, I don't think, it's not going to hold a whole lot of weight. So I'm not worried about like really firmly attaching it to the wall. It just needs to attach to the wall. And with two bolts down here in the wheel well, probably two, maybe three bolts up there, and then sustained fixed here in the center, it'll be just fine. It'll be peachy. All right, we are going to Walgreens so that we can get the Patreon picture for Mama FRATELLI'S channel tonight. And Christmas has started here too, but they still have Halloween stuff. So that's cool. And what happens if you mix Halloween with Christmas? You get the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hello, this is Only Giatti from Brossard, Quebec, Canada, and you're watching Beyond 1031.